Progress on the bitch barn. That's what we decided. I'm going to get a sign put up outside. As you can see, I've got all the lower walls set up so I can actually start doing things like putting up shelving and stuff like that. And the next thing to do will be bringing in water lines. Now, I am putting all my water and electrical on the outside. In other words, it'll all be with, what do you call it? Outside grade wiring, and all the wiring will be up high and exposed, so if anything needs to be changed or moved, it's not a project of taking off the wall. So all the wall sockets will be on the outside. They're all outdoor style wall sockets. I don't know how you describe them other than I'll show you one of them. All the sockets in here will be outdoor enclosed sockets. So, you know, there's only going to be about 3 or 4 of them in here. Probably a couple on that side, and maybe 4 on this side. So about 5. The only sockets on this side is going to be needed for the doghouse heaters. They have heated pads in them for the winter, the heated floors. So they run 80 watts a piece. So on that circuit there with 4 doghouse, I'll put one back there in the puppy pen too, maybe even 2. So even with 10, if I had 10 of them in here, it would still only be 800 watts total to heat each of these doghouses, you know. So then probably in the center over there, I'll mount a gas heater that will keep the rest of the place from freezing, you know. The inside of here will never be below 32 degrees because, you know, I'm going to have water in here, so I don't want nothing to freeze. So I'll probably set it at like 50 degrees, which is plenty when each of the doghouses have their own heaters in them. So as long as it doesn't get below 50 in here and each doghouse has its own personal heater, they'll be plenty comfortable. Plus keeping things cool keeps down bacteria and all like that. Who knows, I might even put AC in here, but not yet. This is the first time I've got 4 bitches all due at the same time. 7 over there, she had 4 puppies. Whoopi, where'd Whoopi go? Whoopi, she's the only one that hasn't had them. She's right on time though, because she's due any day now. Kess had hers prematurely. So she had them about a week early, actually, about 5 days early. So one of them passed, and the other 2 are doing okay now. I won't be able to dock their tails probably till Friday. I'll give them a couple of extra days of eating and gaining their strength because they were preemies. Let's see, we got 3 in this box that have survived or doing well. That's Rebas. So let's see, 4, and this one here just as big as this, maybe even bigger. So I'm hoping for 5 out of Whoopi. If Whoopi would give me 5 and 7, she's already got like her 4 in there, which are big and healthy, and she's giving good milk, so they're all okay. We should have enough to get through winter. Puppies should sell. They should give enough money to go ahead and finish up putting the gas in. You know, got to buy a gas tank for outside. And I got to send little, what do you call them? Con's going to have to go to the dog shows, so that's going to cost a few grand. So these guys here will be paying for Con to go to the dog shows. And then maybe next year, we can start making enough to get this place here, get me paid back a little bit. Plus, I'm going to have to get another male. It's the prepper in me that wants another couple of males, because you know what happens if little Abner gets sick, or he dies, or gets run over, or a big bird comes down here and grabs Con and flies away with Con. You know, then SOL. You know. So yeah, it never hurts to have some backup. You know, little backup boys. You know. Having just one or two boys just leaves me with no backup at all. Plus, you know, it does. I want my family trees to fork, and I need the very highest quality of males. You know, so the little boys can do. Anyway, I'm keeping 4 females for myself out of this litter. And it'd probably be both of Kess's females, even if they're born preemie. I'll know for sure by next week. There's nothing wrong with them. They should grow up to be just fine. And if they have Abner's walk, and you know, Kess has a nice min pin strut too. As long as I socialize them real good, they will be nice. But anyway, that's the kennel update. This rack right here will turn into the I don't know what you call it. It's like the intensive care unit. You know, when you put, what I'll do is I'll put a waterproof stuff on it and a couple of big Sky kennels. So like when a dog comes back from the vet after having its ears done, it can spend a few days in the crate by itself without anybody bugging it or anything like that. I guess you'd call it ICU unit. So I'll put a couple of crates on here as ICU, and maybe in the center will be the first aid station or something like that. That's what I'll do with this thing, because it can move and roll around. And after I'm done with everything, you know, getting the ceiling, I've got 2 rolls of the reflective bubble stuff that will be going across the roof. The whole roof will be done in that, oh crap, I forgot what you call it, the bubble wrap. But as long as that's done by the time winter gets here, this place ought to be fairly simple because I already have a 30,000 BTU vent-free propane heater, and just keeping that on its very lowest setting. I think it will go down to 55 degrees, very lowest setting, and I'll leave that over toward the nursery section. It should keep everything in here well above freezing. And with the individual doghouse heaters, dog pad heaters, any bitch or any puppies in here will be quite comfortable. So this should be like doggy heaven, or mama dog heaven, or bitch heaven. The bitch palace. Now, bitch barn sounds better. It rhymes. I get that from Donald Trump. The bitch barn. Over here, probably a workstation. Get some of them Walmart Rubbermaid drawer things and just line them straight up across there. Of course, right there is going to be the electrical panel. It'll come up through there in a conduit, and it'll be mounted to the outside here. So I'll probably put plywood right here too, and I'll mount everything to it, and it'll come out. And so wire goes to the fans. If you can see right here, there we go. There is the current temperature, and that's the on temperature. The exhaust fans come on at 74 degrees. Current temperature in here is 68. Therefore, there's no fans running. Now, on this particular one, I got it set a little bit higher. Not much, but a little bit higher. And move over here to this side. Where did it go? Hey, this one here. Well, no, this one's lower. This one's set to 70 degrees. This fan comes on first. Of course, the thermostat is up in the attic, so that's when it's 70 degrees, up there close to the ceiling, this fan here comes on. And if it continues to get hot in here, then that fan will kick on at 74 degrees, and we'll get like a cyclone going in here. So there's huge amount of air circulation in this place when the weather gets hot. A little bit noisy, but everything's working. It's coming together. And this will be the bitch barn.